Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back again to this video. And today in this video, we're gonna talk about our project. Our school. That's okay. Okay, we can go with Tayaka and Banu first, yeah. Maybe. Okay.
Oke. Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nayak Aisan Mutakin. Today I want to talk about our our program in IDN boarding school. That's name is IDN Backpacker School. So literally that's program is about we are in other country in 20 country and we learn in that country like in Malaysia we 3 weeks in another country again 1 month 3 month 2 month and literally we are learn on there too like our journey start from Malaysia. In Malaysia, on there we are 3 weeks, yeah. And on there we learn literally same like in other cabang in IDN. Like we learn IT, dunia, English, and there is halak lah tuh on there. So literally in what what hmm, overseas we pray Quran too, and and yes, same like school, boarding school as usual. So I'm gonna talk about when we are in Malaysia. When we are first attempt to Malaysia, that is very culture shock. Culture shock, cause that is not that is different with Indonesia, cause on there many people in India and what the money has more than value on Malaysia, Malaysian ringgit between Indonesian rupiah. And cause that like you just buy like uh teh teh o is like some like a Thai tea but oh ikat tepi. Nah ikat tepi it's like teh Thai tea but in Malaysia it's cost like 2 or 3 ringgit. So literally in Indonesia it's cost like 12,000 rupiah. And that feel like more expensive because it's first time of some of us trying to go to other country that is very culture shock. And after I in Malaysia we are going to we are going to China first, cause on there we just 20 hour, cause on there we are just transit. We going to mm, uh what the namanya? Chengdu. Chengdu. On there is statue like big panda, and that's really cute. In under and 20 hour. Oh yeah, in China there's a toilet with poop on there, not disiram. And after going to China, we are transit on Egypt. On Egypt, it's like 1 month, but on there is very very good. The people very very good, and this is different between in Malaysia, cause on Egypt that is more than cheap than Indonesia. Like one Egypt cost like 300 rupiah, under 1,000. So on there, we are very very happy because there is many thing is very cheap. And on Egypt, we are going to KBRI too. Uh, it's like almost every country we going there. There is embassy. There is like KBRI, and after we are going to where embassy, we are meeting with PPI too, Persatuan Pelajar Indonesia, and after PPI we are going to explore the area in like we are going to pyramid and riding camel. And on there is very very good. There is Sungai Nil, but literally we are not going to Sungai Nil because there is problem. And after many time on there, we are very very enjoying on Egypt. It's very very good place. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Thank you. Back to contact therapy.
Okay, thank you, Nayaka, for your time. It's an awesome story. Okay, we can continue to the next person who's gonna be. Okay, so Banu ya will be the next. Okay, for Banu, maybe you can tell your story because I think you are the different, right? Like you don't go to China, or did you go to China?
Udah.
Hmm.
Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nah, oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Lu gimana dari record? Terus.
Udah. Stop videonya. Stop pause bukan.
Record
Oh,
anjir
ini
gimana?
Ibu di mana, Lex? Emang
Enggak dia wow, ada nih. Udah berarti lu pindah ke asli.
lu bilang aja sorry there is problem and people. Tutup pintu no.
Ini kan record. Bisa udah kelar?
Ya udah.
Kan nggak ada videonya.
Terus
Yang record kita bilang.
enggak, gua nge-record. Lu rekam kan?
Yang record apa?
Okay, we have a little problem back time, so Banu could participate. Okay, so we're gonna move on to yours.
Oke. Thank you, Raffi.
Enggak.
Okay, thank you for Raffi Aswandi. I want to tell story about backpacker who travel in Europe, exploring
So
many
this is
countries in a simple and adventure. This journey began in Amsterdam, beautiful city and the Netherlands known for its uh, big west and unique view. The backpacker arrived with only a backpack, carrying essential items and a strong spirit of adventure. In Europe, many countries has the same currency, which is the euro. They made traveling easier because there was no need to exchange money on the very first day. The backpacker does something exciting travel three countries in just one day, starting from Amsterdam and continue to Belgium. And in Belgium, the backpacker visit a beautiful city village with history, building, and quiet or local food like uh, waffle and waffle and snack maybe and chocolate. Even how the visit was short, it was full of memorable experience. After that, the journey continued to Germany. So, in Germany, the backpacker explored a modern yet story environment, uh, like transportation and maybe building. And for traveling by train made it possible to move quickly. And then after this, in first day, the backpacker continued the journey to other parts of Europe. The next destination was Prague or in Czech Republic. So Czech Republic is known for its fairy tale atmosphere with old building, castle, and charming streets. And the backpacker spent more time here enjoying the peaceful and learning about the city history. Okay, finally, the backpacker reached the last destination, is Bulgaria. In Bulgaria, the backpacker experienced a quieter and more traditional environment. The nature was beautiful and the cost of living was more affordable to Western Europe. Okay, back to Raffi Aswandi. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mufti, for your great experience and great story. Okay, okay, we can go to the next participant. Okay, so the next person's gonna tell their story is Rafa Firdaus Matika. Okay, okay, for Rafa, times is yours.
Tiga.
Okay, thank you very much for Raffi Aswandi. So I wanna sharing about our exploration when we visit Morocco. So traveling as a backpacker is always a unique experience, but exploring exploring Morocco with a group of 36 people made our journey even more unforgettable. Uh, our trip focused on two major cities, Casablanca and also Rabat, each offering its own charm, culture, and atmosphere. This journey was not only about visiting new place, but also about strengthening teamwork, independence, and friendship. Our adventure began in Casablanca, the large city in Morocco, and a symbol of modernity mixed with tradition. And as soon as we arrived, we were greeted by the city bus streets, modern buildings, and coastal views. Despite being a large group, when we managed to stay organized and follow our backpacker principle, traveling on a budget while maximizing our experience. And then one of the most iconic place we visit in Casablanca was the Hassan II Mosque. Standing near the Atlantic Ocean, the mosque impressed us with its magnificent architecture and detailed design. And then it is one of the largest mosques in the world. And what again? And seeing it in person was truly breathtaking. We spent time exploring the area, taking photos and appreciating the peaceful atmosphere around the mosque. And after that, we walked along the Corniche, a coastal area filled with cafes, restaurants, and ocean views. The fresh sea breeze and relaxing environment gave us moment to rest after our long journey. Traveling as a group of 36 people mean we had to move careful and stay coordinated, but these shared moments made the experience even more enjoyable. We also explored local markets and neighborhoods in Casablanca, where we could observe daily life and interact with locals. And trying Moroccan street food became one of the highlights of the trip. From simple snacks to traditional dishes, every meal brought us closer together as we shared food and stories. And after spending time in Casablanca, we continue our journey to Rabat, the capital city of Morocco. Compared to Casablanca, Rabat felt calmer and more organized with a strong sense of history and culture. And the transition between the two cities gave us a broader understanding of Morocco's diversity. And in Rabat, we visit several historical sites, including the Hassan Tower at the Mausoleum of Muhammad V. The architecture was elegant and meaningful, and reflecting the country's rich heritage. Walking through these landmarks gave us deeper appreciation of Moroccan history. A beautiful area with narrow streets, wet and blue houses, and a stunning view of the ocean. It was one of the most peaceful places we visit. As a group, we enjoyed walking together, taking photos, and simply appreciating the calm atmosphere. And transportation between Casablanca and Rabat was part of our backpacking experience. We used trains and local transport, which required good coordination among all members. Managing 36 people was not always easy, but it helped us develop. Then accommodation during the trip was simple and we stayed in the hostels and shared rooms to keep expense low. While it required adjustment, it created opportunities for bonding, late night discussions, laughter, and shared experience become some of the most memorable moments. Of course, traveling in a large group came with challenge. There were moments of confusion, delay, and fatigue. However, this challenge taught us valuable lessons about patience, responsibility, and cooperation to making the trip successful. And in conclusion, our backpacking trip to Casablanca and Rabat with 36 people was more than just a journey. It was a meaningful uh, while building strong connections with one another from the modern energy of Casablanca to the calm beauty of Rabat. Every moment was filled with learning and unforgettable memories. This trip showed us that traveling is not just about the destination, but about the people we share the journey with and the experience that shape us along the way. And maybe that's it. Thank you very much. Back to Rafi.
Okay, thank you, Rafa, for your amazing story. Okay, for the next person, we're gonna go for Ashraf. Okay, for Ashraf, here, times is your.
Okay, thank you for Rafi. He, after most also living in Morocco, Mesir, the moment we had been waiting for finally arrived, the time in continue for generally to the next continue Egypt. So the time seemed to pass so quickly. It's like just yesterday when we first set foot in that boring continue imagining the very atmosphere of that experience and of its people tasting traditional food and taking part in cultural activity with friends. Memories were created during that month. From the day for studying together, the trip for soccer, tourists, something like having dinner together and leave Malaysia feel like second home for us. However, our journey must from to end on the morning Egypt, the mosque where we are stay in apartment. When the perhaps that begin to rest, we are already out early for people, but they was the moving day in Egypt. In the corner is on the house when we were with friends on top, some were holding hot, some were taking travel, the uh, after finishing the team, the celebration continued with starting traditional games and competition. It was by the embassy in our to ensuring that independent they even we happy joined the competition. We order Indonesia like profit more easily and playful work with culture sharing and activity some people prefer the game will order um, and the event so Indonesia living in Cairo, we make money with people, with friends and so the question was not only about the ceremony but also about ceremony the down between Indonesia abroad and keeping the spirit of nationalism and far from home. The day before of the most moment during the journey we were people before we were other the documentation that in Cairo experience the work of the Indonesian community about the experience the matter where Indonesia are in the world the spirit of unity and love for the country will always remain strong. The Indonesia in embassy in Cairo and beautiful memory that we will always remember forget the all the end of the after attending ceremony we return to our accommodation to rest the journey but the time before time as they were already here after sharing the stories of the morning on the news. Some students still sleep, we others were still talking, thinking about the ceremony we had just experienced. When we arrived at the accommodation, we immediately and organized before going to bed. We had a small
Okay, thank you, Asraf, for giving your time and telling your story. Okay, so yeah, that's all the story from the other guy of the ADN Backpacker School student. So I'm gonna tell my story too, maybe just a little. Yeah, from the start, maybe the important thing. So yeah, in Malaysia, there's not much even happen in Malaysia, except when we got there, the house is like the electricity is down for a day. Yeah, that's kind of ironic. And in Malaysia too, well, we only do in Malaysia is only 3 weeks, but it feel like more than 3 weeks. I don't know why it feels so long. And after go to Malaysia, we go to China for transit because my group is the group that transit to China. And in China, there's a lot of not problems like, well, yeah, actually it's a problem like we're kind of hard finding halal food or even the mosque, but actually there's a mosque in there and we do go to the mosque for prayer and take rest in there. And near the mosque there's a halal food, so we can buy halal food in there. Yeah. And also in China I don't spend a lot of money, just like buying something and some cheap fruits magnet like that. And the next country is the Egypt. Is the most cheap country ever we visit. Like if you got a million rupiah in there, you already feel so rich. That's why. And Egypt is kind of good and bad mix up. So yeah. And also the next country is Morocco. Morocco is like one of that I don't really like it because of the racist people, but actually there is some good people in there. but no, there's actually a lot of racist kid in there. And in Morocco, there's a lot of story, like the kitchen almost burned because the stove, the gas is leak, but we managed to put the fire down. And we met a friend in the beach in the Casablanca named Rasfor. Until now, you guys know him. And yep. And the next country is the Europe, of course, is the most advanced country. We gonna visit the most advanced continent too, because it's Europe. First time we landed in the Netherlands, and we take a rest in the airport, like sleeping in the airports. And actually, that time I don't sleep much. Like I sleep for only 1 hour, and then I stay awake for the rest of the night. And there's actually the some employee of the airport, like the security, asks me, "What are you doing here? And where are you gonna go?" She's kind. She's a friendly. She's kind, very kind. And I just answered, "Oh, we are taking rest. We are waiting for our bus." Like because that time is like 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. and our bus is like coming in 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. I forgot. Maybe yeah, around that time. And the employee of the airport, oh okay, yeah. Then she told me that actually we cannot rest there, but it's okay if you're gonna leave if you're gonna leave soon. That's why. And also, in the Europe, one day we go to uh, the Netherlands, Germany, and also Belgium. Yeah, and there's a lot of story that I cannot tell you a lot of, because there's a lot of story and it's too long um to tell it. So yeah, maybe we're gonna end this event or this video uh now, because we already have a lot of time for talking and the video is taking long. So okay, thank you for all the participants for sparing your time to make this video and tell your awesome story. Okay, so thank you for watching. We are so sorry if we have any mistake in words or action, and thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.